Here's an example about how visuals can be used to help the whole class follow directions at the same time. The teacher can first present the activity verbally, which is a typical way to present an activity, and then this can be followed up by presenting it a second time with visuals and then reviewing it with the help of students. So this would be done with these items laminated and magnetized to the whiteboard. So for this activity, the first step would be to color the pumpkins. So I've drawn a pumpkin and I've written that on the board, say. The second step would be to cut the pumpkins out. The third step would be to glue the popsicle sticks. The fourth step of this activity was to read the story with the puppets. So it was a bit of a puppet show and a story type activity. And the fifth step, after they were done all of this, was to remember to put these in their backpacks. So this was on the board and was easy for them to follow, and this teacher has been really excited about this approach, and it has helped her students stay on track. And if they get lost and aren't sure about which step they're on, she just points them toward the board and helps them decipher which number they're on, and then they can read the step from there. So thirdly, we would want a student to review it with the class, and so you could just ask, could someone read number 1? And that student can say, color the pumpkins. Who remembers what number 2 is? Cut the pumpkins out. Or alternatively, if you want to just first present the activity verbally and then have students put it up on the board and use the appropriate verbs, that's another great way to do it. And so here are a few other verbs that we came up with that this teacher needs to use on a regular basis. And we also made some phrases that she needs to use on a regular basis as well. We also extended this to math class. So these are some lines that she would typically want them to keep in mind as they are working in math as well. An extension of this activity for older classrooms I made was for the students to use their names on magnets beside the numbers. So there's a 4-5 split class that had a multi-step activity one afternoon, and instead of the pictures and words, it was just words behind the numbers, and they were able to put their name just magnetized to the board right beside the numbers and move them from one number to the next throughout the afternoon. And this helped the students keep track of which number they were on, and it also helped the teacher know where they were at if they came around to help track their progress.